Here's what happened whenever I saw the trailers. Here's what happened whenever I saw the trailers for this film. Oh, this seems kind of cool. No! Ah, crap. Priest is the American film version of the Korean comic book series known as... Priest is the American film version of the... Priest is the American film version of the Korean comic book. Priest is the American version of the Korean comic book that was made by Min Yu Hwang. Priest is the American film version of the Korean comic book that was made by Min Woo Hyung. Going into the film, I had pretty low expectations, because whenever your movie flaunts this, followed by... that's not a good thing. But anyways, the film is about a priest named Priest. But anyways, the movie follows a priest in it. But anyways, the movie follows a priest in a futuristic world ruled by Christianity. After his niece is kidnapped by a pack of vampires. After his niece is kidnapped by vampires. After his niece is kidnapped by vampires, he decides to disobey the church law and track them down. So I thought the film had an interesting premise. But I thought that the film had an interesting premise, but I thought the same thing about Legion, and look where that got us. And the movie was just about as bad as Legion too. And the movie was just about as bad as Legion. It was mediocre at its worst. I liked the idea of the movie, but aside from that, it was horribly... I liked the idea of it, but aside from that, it was horribly executed, crappily acted, and I haven't been let down this much by a film since I saw The Last Airbender. Paul Bettany plays the same exact character. Paul Bettany plays the same exact character that he played in Legion. Except instead of being an angel, this time he's a priest. Except instead of being an angel, this time he's a priest. Named Priest. Everybody else in the film sucked too, like some of the worst casting I've seen. And the writing was probably like the worst flaw. Like in the beginning of the movie, it shows the priest lose his guy friend from vampires. Then like 5 minutes later the priest describes the same exact scene with a full flashback. Do the writers think we're actually that stupid? Vroom! It's an airplane! And then there's the priest's brother. How does Priest have that Paul Bettany accent yet? How does Paul Bettany have that Paul Bettany accent? How does Priest have that Paul Bettany accent, yet his brother has a southern accent? I don't get that. Like, you're like, what is that, you know? I don't know. You know, like, what is that? The movie seemed like a Resident Evil ripoff. The movie seemed like a Resident Evil ripoff mixed with Face Off. Everything was pretty bad. Even the action was bad. All the vampires looked like a horrible CGI blobby mess. It was more terrible CGI than whenever I killed Jar Jar. I'm gonna give Priest a 2 out of 5, and what is that entitled in my rating system? Crap. Now you may be saying, come on, Josh, lighten up. It's summer movie season. We had Thor and everything. Come on, Josh, lighten up. It's summer movie season. Come on, Josh, lighten up. It's summer movie season. Come on. No, this is a mediocre, stereotypical, annoying piece of crap. I could barely find any joy in it. And if you want to waste your money, then go ahead and see this. Well, anyways, I'm Josh the Critic, where your opinion doesn't count and mine does. Well, anyways, I'm Josh the Critic, where your opinion doesn't count and mine does. If you liked what you saw and would like to see more, then subscribe. And if you hated what you saw, then... okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.